What up, y'all? We back with Cinbad, and I'm gonna go backwards a little bit in his lifetime. We're gonna talk about juvenile camps, city camps, and going through the system as a kid.
Yeah, make video. You know, this is for sure. Yeah, make video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Yeah, make video. You know, this is for sure. Yeah, make video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf, I know them killers you kin to. This for the lost generation, broke as hell, mad and impatient. But if you know your history, you can't have a strong foundation, baby.
So, when did you first start doing time, Sinbad? Juvenile Hall or whatever?
Ooh. Like I said, I went to McLaren Hall. I think it was like 79, maybe. I can't remember. But I know the hall's like 81, 82, I believe 82. But before I get there, I got to tell you this part too.
Yeah.
Dudes don't tell you a lot of shit about the Crips during our era. Do you know we ran with Serranos when we was kids?
Hell yeah, I know that.
Man, listen, I had a homeboy, I hope he's still around. Good dude. They call him Bino from Florencia. Man, Bino ran with all the Crips. Man, we'll forget Bino was from F13 until we end up in East LA or West LA or something, Mexicans surround us. We come up, what's up, cuz? What's up, cuz? They be say, hey, we thought you from. He said, I am. He said, those my homeboy though. But Bino, he'd be leading the pack. He was a little short, little Mexican, about 4 foot something, but down as a motherfucker. And we'll fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we ran the streets of LA with this dude. You know what I'm saying? We be everywhere. It'd be him and probably another one. Bino be the last one with the Crips. He either leading the pack or he's falling behind. He's from F13. The homeboy, you know what I'm saying? And Bosco from Valencia that allegedly hung himself. Those were my dudes, man. I remember running with the Woody from 38, Kenneth Buckley. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I mimic a lot of myself off of this black Mexican named Black Jeff off the east side. Man, Black Jeff used to be G'd up. And I mimicked a lot of his style when I was coming up. Because I used to see him in the 70s. He was always G'd up. Fresh ass Romeos, shined up. You know what I'm saying? The black jackets and the Levi's. Yeah. But yeah, man, we ran with a lot of little dudes back then. But now you can get on the hard. I was just putting it out there, man. Times were different back then. When you fuck with a dude back then, the homies, we had loyalty about ourselves. So by Bino being an F13, we was obligated to protect Bino because he's pushing with us. He never claimed Crip. He was from Florencia. Little Bino be leading the pack about 50, 60 Crips. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll be struggling. We'll forget that he's from a Mexican gang until we end up in East LA because we used to jump on the bus and just ride. We'd get out and walk and just be testing our knockout on shit. And we'll forget Bino from a Mexican gang until, he's surrounded by a gang of Mexicans. We got to push over there, cuz, what's up? They tell the Bino, hey, I thought you was, he said, I am, but those are my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Because, we roll with Bino. Yeah, I love Bino to death. But, I ain't seen Bino in 1,000 years, man. I hope the brother's still doing good. I was just putting it out there, let dudes know it ain't always been no funk with us, dude.
Right.
We got into it with the East Side Bishops and the Elm Street with Bino. You know what I'm saying? They getting on the Elm Street, we getting on the Bishops. So you had a little bad motherfucker from East Side Bishop named Peanut. Man, I been with my homie Banky and Bone from Beach Town. We stayed getting that Peanut. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you, since you started, did y'all have any relationships with the Clanton 14s?
Well, you had, what was dude named Low? Meat Test? No, you had some like, we always lived in peace and harmony with the Palmetto Flats and Clanton. Because like them and the Playboys has always been in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Even parts of our neighborhood connected with 38. We always lived in harmony with the Mexicans. We never had nothing with them. You know what I'm
saying? But let me ask you. Was C14 like one of the biggest Mexican gangs back in your days in the 38th streets?
I would say Clanton is one of the oldest. The big ones back then always been Florencia, always been like 38th Street. Then you had like the Project ones, but mainly like the Florencia, 38th Street. DC Ocho, 18th Street. Yeah, yeah, a lot of those cats, they was super deep, you know. But you
Y'all
have a
y'all
gang a little
never
different.
kicked it. Y'all never kicked it with 38th Streets.
Well, back then, you know how blacks was back then because they resided in mainly a blood
Yeah,
neighborhood. We
exactly.
we kind of we kind of put a target on back as being blood, which that was wrong. But we kind of like, hey, you know, because they grew up with them, they might be hanging with them.
Yeah,
You
they
know
was
what I'm
cool
saying?
with
So
them.
yeah, they was
What
real cool with them.
did they have a lot of blacks from 38th Street?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They
Like I
did,
said,
yeah.
Kenneth Buckley, man, I done had 1,000 fights with him. He used to always beat up my brother, Big Touche, and I had to get on him because my mom, you better kick his ass. So I come out the
Mm,
house fighting Kenneth Buckley. He rest in peace though, man. They call him Woody from 38th Street.
mm.
He was a black Mexican. Yeah, he loved the
So
shit out of 38th Street.
do you remember when Westside Premier Flats moved over into that area?
No, I probably was real young because I always seen palmetto flats on the wall even as a kid. You gotta
Okay.
think the Mexicans always did that with their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
palmetto flats always since I can remember they always been over there. You know,
yeah. All right, all right.
because
So
for
who
a minute
did they? So who was they? Was they cool with the Outlaws and 30 Pyrus or what?
they didn't beef with no blacks. They didn't pay us no attention. You know, they did their thing. You
Yeah,
know, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they had some type of relations with the outlaw because they you know because
Right.
like I said, when you went into Newton Department, they had Fo Trey high on the list, you know, as an active gang. So they was always trying to break Fo Trey up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our homeboys that lived in those 30s and all down there by Jefferson, they was locking their asses up, just giving them cases.
Mm.
You know how it was back then. You was dark skinned, 6 feet above. They was giving you cases, just lying. Oh, murder happened in West LA. Yeah, he did it. You know what I'm saying? They'd have a picture of a black face with pink lips. Oh, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
hmm
used to always stereotype black people.
yeah. They had that shit bad.
Yeah, they did. So coming up, you went to camp. And what about tell me about Ventura, man.
Okay,
Was
so
it?
you want to hear the juvenile hall first? I landed
Yeah,
in juvenile hall. Hey, that was a crazy experience, man. This when you realize a lot of stuff that you're taught in the home as kids is lies. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because of your parents would teach you about the other race and they just lie. You know what I'm saying? Because they dealing with their own personal fear. You know what I'm saying? You got messed up people in all races. You say I knew this when I used to sit in class next to white girls and Mexican girls, and you know we conversed and had conversation, and I become real friendly with them. Like Mousy from Brown neighborhood, Sissy from Longo, Irene Parada, love her. Dreamer from Pomona 12th Street. Oh, she's a mean son of a gun. I remember I started dating this Asian girl in there named Callie Nay Sue. Man, Dreamer was mad. She said, you fucking dating that? She's a fucking dyke." Hey, Dreamer was a mean motherfucker from Pomona, but she was real highly intelligent. I loved her. She's a good girl. Mousy from Dissy Ocho. Man, I know so many of those motherfuckers, homie. Stranger from Pocoima 13. Love her to death. She used to always love me to sing that song, "What Becomes of a Broken Hearted." Oh, she used to love that song. Hey, can you just sing it to me, Cinbad? Yeah, I did time in all the juvenile halls, LP, Central, Sillmore, you know,
so
YA, Ventura. Oh man, Ventura was woof,
so
man.
what kind of case did you have to go to Ventura? What type of
Man,
guy? What,
me and Peanut was up there in what they call a prep program. It was
mm,
like, okay, you guys a bad guy, but you're not really a bad guy. You got a
mm,
little education. Okay, we're gonna send you to this program and let you take this program. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But you gotta think
yeah.
I was a pro dude, man. Even though my homie out there having, I didn't get no 2 pair khakis till I was about to leave from that damn thing. Peanut had a gang of clothes. You know, Westside Crips, y'all got it going on. Peanut had a gang of different khakis. I wouldn't. He'd offer let me wear some shit, but I would never wear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Peanut had a variety of different khakis. Yeah.
Peanut's a different type of dude, man. I remember in 3200. I go down to his cell. Man, this fool got all kind of different tennis shoes. I'm talking about some fresh shoes, Jordans, all that up in there. He
Crazy.
got store just laid out. He got all these Snickers and everything. I'm like, cuz, let me get one of them Snickers. That nigga said, no, cuz. He like, man, this my store. He gave me one. It hurt him to give me one Snicker, man. It was like, oh, come on,
Yeah,
man.
hey, that's
Like,
the whole way, Peter. Peter crazy. And you'll know a rolling 60 that know me because they'll say Anthony Mosey before they say Sinbad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The Anthony Mosley, yeah. Those my dudes, Peter, something else.
Man, look, I know so many Mosleys
Mm-hmm.
in that area, bro. Between 30th and I guess 43rd.
Mm-hmm.
I know so many Mosleys, and I be thinking y'all related and don't know it.
Well, I don't know. I know for sure I'm related to Fred Dog them from Outlaw, the Cinnies, and how I
Oh
find out
yeah,
I'm
I know
related.
Fred Dog.
Now,
Shout
now,
out
how,
to Fred Dog.
now, how I find out I'm related to him. Me and him get into it in Camp Scott. You know what I'm saying? So they refiled on me behind him. You know, they give me a charge, man. So I don't find out I'm related to him till my mama tell me. She said, "Boy, you know that's your first cousin." I'm like, "Huh?" But you know what my mama in closing said? I don't give a fuck. You don't let no nigga put their hands on you. You kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know how your
Yeah,
mama is. You know what I'm saying? She those your first cousin, but you don't let no nigga put their hands on you. You
yeah.
know, I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those supposed to be my first cousins.
Man, my homie Little Roscoe, all his sisters, they all Mosleys.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
you know Kitchen Mo down there,
Yeah,
Mosley.
he's a Mosey too, and it's spelled the same way. You know,
Man,
you
it's a
got like
lot of
three or
Mosleys
four
down
different ways
there,
you spell it.
man.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all niggas, all y'all probably cousins and don't know it.
yep, yep,
Do
yep.
you know where your parents came from?
My parents, like a lot of other parents, my parents, my father and them was born in Fifth Ward, Texas, but my father and mother, my father and my father, dad, and his mom was from. My granddad was from Homer, Louisiana, and my grandma was up there from some little town that sat between Homer and Sweetport. She was from her last. She's a Whitaker, and my
Oh,
granddaddy was a Mosey. Now my mom's side is from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Mainly
yeah,
the Atlanta area. They was
oh,
Joneses and Cartons and all that. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know where my family tree come from.
yeah. Just checking, man. So,
Hey, I mean cut you off, but you know it's a trip how blacks. Oh, we got Indian in it, man. That's a damn like. Listen, homie. Uh, I got one blood test done with one of my daughters. Do you know my daughter got 70? Majority of her DNA come from me. Do you know my daughter got 19% Nigerian in her? I'm like, man, what the fuck? Man, she had barely 1% of native blood in her. You know what I'm saying? And when the
but
black folks say, "Oh, we have native," man, that's some bullshit. You
but
know
let
what
me stop you, homie. Let me stop you. Just like you talk about dudes that don't know their gang history.
I mean?
Every black individual, like your daughter or your son or whoever, or you yourself, you may have 1% native, but that don't mean Kelmac ain't got 17%
Yeah.
native though.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
not gonna all have that same DNA.
Yeah. You right.
But
You right.
you know, man, we a mixed race to come from
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kind of different mixing, bro. So you never really know. I used to think, nigga, I was black, and people used to always tell me, man, you got white in you, you cut.
Yeah.
I ain't got no white in me, fool, but I do. Four
Yeah.
generations back, we got white folks. For
I got a percentage of something called whale or something that's over there.
yeah,
But I
Wales,
got I
yeah,
got four different African like
man,
Congo or something, four different like type of African blood in me, with mainly majority Nigerian. I'm like,
yeah.
damn. Yeah.
See, my daughter, one of my daughters, she got a lot of Nigerian in her, but me and my other kids, we don't.
Mhm.
Um, But we got whales and all that old shit. It's like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
1% or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, we done went way off away from some
Oh yeah,
gang.
yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. I'm just a lot becoming a mind of thing because it's a lot that black folks need to hit on, man. Besides
Yeah.
hurting each other.
Nah, but we really I like to say I'm a mutt, and I like to say black people must, but people don't agree with me. But that's what we all
Yeah.
remember. That's another thing too, Sinbad. When we was coming up, remember you would see stray dogs, and you be like, "That mutt, get out of here, mutt!" And you
Yeah.
treat the mutts bad. You kick them, you throw shit at them. Now people mixing dogs, making mutts, and they call them a breed, and these
Yeah.
breeds are something
Yeah,
special. You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
A dog can barely breathe. He can't get pregnant unless you shoot something up in him, man. You don't get that thing up out of here.
Man,
Yeah,
for real. That's real talk.
yeah,
And you
dogs.
don't see stray dogs no more.
Yeah, I got mad at my female friend one time. She didn't lock my dog on one side of the house, and the sun is beaming. Man, he laid out like that. I'm like, man, you gotta kill him. You don't get my damn dog off the sun. He laid. He didn't gave up. Just put his arm out. He got his tongue like that. Like, man, that sun was killing him. Man,
Oh, that's funny, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man, times and changed. I remember you had to run from dogs and jump on cars and
Yeah,
shit.
Mm-hmm. Now the dog's running from you because they think you're gonna put them in the freezer and eat them.
Man,
They
that
see you,
dog
they get
so
to getting
scary
on.
now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what you was asking me about the juvenile thing, about the
No, I
thing.
was just gonna say after Ventura, where'd you go and how was it? How different was it?
Hey, Ventura was a cold experience, homie. I remember sitting in class one day, and the teacher told me, "Mosley, can you massage my back?" So I come up there, I done put my hand all on the dress. I'm massaging her back, all up on her bra. I don't want it up under her breast. I'm massaging up under there. I can feel the little thing just hit me on the hand. I'm like, damn. And she said, oh, look at Mosley. He's giving me goosebumps. Man, I done had girls in there throwing their little breasts in my mouth. Man, it was just, that shit was a little sex show up in there, man. And people making out in class. And yeah, it was, I remember your homeboy Crazy Boy up there, little Crazy Boy. He ended up getting the girl pregnant up there, a snow bunny up there pregnant.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you go to the next step, what was the difference from Ventura to wherever you went next?
Oh well, when you got in the other spot, you that cripping got to get turned up, because then you ain't dealing around. You ain't got a lot of dudes holding back because they didn't want to not be around the girls. You know what I'm saying? So when you hit like Paso, TS, and all that, like I said, I get the TS. I wasn't used to that. You had the Bloods running around with their little beige and brown coats on, like beige coat, and I wasn't used to that. I'm like, I'm just getting into it. Well, I end up getting into it with the Blood in church. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name. End up getting it on him in church up in there. But
Mm.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. When do you get to prison? When the first time you went to prison?
93. 93.
And
I had a shooting case too out of San Diego. So they did all that shit. Yeah.
how much
Well, it
time
wasn't a
did
shooting.
you?
They charged me with like what you call it? If you wave a gun at somebody, that's considered assault. Even though I fired the gun, but they charged me just waving it. In the state of California, that's still considered like an assault. So I
Yeah.
went to like I ended up going to like one of those little CCFs.
What they call it? Brandishing a firearm.
No, they just cause it was considered like a assault. But see, I had action that stand on probation, uh, a year to 18 months clean, and they would drop it down to misdemeanor. I stayed out on probation 2 years before I caught a violation, but I was too dumb to tell the judge that, hey, y'all supposed to been dropped that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but I ain't, going to prison for that. But yeah, it ain't nothing. I went to a CCF. That's why I was up there kicking it with like McAfee from Five East Broadway, Midnight from Five East Broadway, uh, uh, Fruit Homies from Compton. The homie, I think he rest in peace now, from 456 Pomona. Phil, that was my dude. Phil, Big Flip from Main Street. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a lot of Crips, man.
Yeah. I know a lot of Bloods too. That nigga Money Mike from PDL, Sleep from PDL, Master Blaster from PDL, a Fee from PDL. I know a gang of, like I say, a lot of Bloods was staying down, like Bo Billy from Denver Lane, from LA Denver Lane, Papa D from LA Denver Lane. You had a lot of them had to stay down. Cause like I say, man, they had it hard. Now I respect those Bloods coming up in the 78, boy, they had it hard. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because
Mm.
anytime, like we was kids, we be over here fighting. Man, we heard somebody whisper the word blood. It was mandatory that you stop what you doing and you go get on them. If not, dudes gonna get on you. That's how it was back then. So,
Yeah.
those dudes had it hard. So they had to establish, they rep for, they had to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, they had it hard. That's why I don't like clown talking about you don't like no Bloods. Hell no, I don't like no Bloods. I respect them and I love them, homie. Cause they earned that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts though. It's a lot of Bloods used to tuck their tail. So anytime you see some solid Bloods, they always stood out.
Yeah, yeah. Like your boy Matt Ronald. I went at Matt Ronald was down. We didn't have our run-ins, you know what I'm saying? But Matt Ronald was down as a motherfucker. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's about four of us get on him. He still stayed down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, this is a tough motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always go back to my interview with Monster Cody. He said, man, if you was a Blood back then, you had to be a down ass Blood because there was some down ass Crips.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that resonates because, like you said, it'd be that one Blood, but over time, that one become 10, 15, 20, 25. Them Bloods, it's a lot of Bloods that represent it, stay down shitty, outnumbered.
Mm-hmm.
Still gonna rep their hood and be like, what's up? You know what I mean? You got to give props to them dudes.
Yeah, and I know a lot of them. I'm still cool with a lot of them today. Even Idi Amin from Blackstone, he was down. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the ones that would go. You know what I'm saying? Chief
Yeah,
Ward,
yeah,
Kevin
absolutely.
Matthews from Pacoima Piru. Yeah, those dudes went, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Homer Styles from Hollywood. Those dudes went, man. Flash from NHB. Yeah, those dudes went.
Hey,
Shit.
man, I remember going to the county jail back in the day, man, in the 80s. Man, them 2 P's and a B, boy, they used to be running around that jail like they ran that jail.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see them. You wouldn't see them when you get housed, but down in the court tanks, boy, they was deep. Look them up.
Yeah, and there you go. Yeah, they always been a strong set. They always went. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get up out of here, Cinbad. Man, it was good having you. Come back whenever you want, man. I got you.
Yeah, man. And like I was saying earlier, man, if you don't know something about mine, just ask. Don't assume, homie. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find fault in what I'm saying about mine. If you want to know something, man, you ask me. Or you ask one of your homeboys that grew up that can tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Pertaining to our origin or whatever. You know?
Right.
You know? Shit. Like I say, ain't nobody gonna dictate our program over there. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
All right, love,
hopefully
man.
we all get this together, man, and go back to the old days where everybody get along.
Yeah, it's just so much I could hit on about that Juvenile Hall stuff, but I would go ahead and let it rest. Like I say, I ain't trying to have nobody get into it.
Getting in trouble, huh?
Yeah, with they people, man, because they get it emotional. Hey, you used to have, hey, he fucking what? Did he touch you? Did he suck on your titty? You know, all that shit. But
Yeah.
okay, homie. But much love, loved one.
Hey, I'm finna go live if you want to come on. If you want to come on right back on with me,
Yeah. How do I do that?
I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay, all right.
All right, go ahead.
All right, love one.
My life's a movie, I'm living groovy. Feel like a new me, you can't outdo me. I'm doing new things I never once done. Doesn't it seem inviting? And you're so enticing. I could be your excitement. Where there's a nice fit, would you make the night end? I'm gonna find out, you know, tonight